story coming in, gunfire being reported in Peshawar. We have more details coming in. Remember, it's going to be, Shivani, isn't it, 10:30 briefing that we are expecting will be very crucial because the briefing that was supposed to, in fact, take place early this morning at about 5:30. But of course, for different operational reasons, at about 10:30, a joint briefing by the Ministry of External Affairs and the Ministry of Defence will be conducted, and we're waiting to listen to that, to understand what are the details that are coming in. A lot has happened in the past few hours. Gunfire in the northwest Pakistani city of Peshawar. A security official says a local airbase had activated defense system to take down a drone. How do you think, Shivani, that the Pakistani military and its establishment are going to put this out? Because what they've done till now, especially their political leadership, is only embarrass themselves, expose themselves, whether it's an interview, whether it's a statement. And we have more news coming in. All right, stay on with me. Stay on with me, Shivani. I have more news coming in. And this is with regard to how India at least is ensuring that this time, while we put out evidence of Pakistan equipment that has either failed to detonate in Punjab or in other areas, but also at this juncture ensuring that India busts the claim coming in from Pakistan. Look at that on your screens. Defense officials have said that the reports that are coming in of possible damage to our pride S-400 air defense system is fake. There has been no damage. Viewer, do not fall for Pakistan propaganda right now, because everything that India is saying is backing it with evidence, whether it's a video of any sort of successful missile strike, whether it's Neelam Valley, Pakistan-occupied Jammu Kashmir, or perhaps in other cities of Pakistan of the military bases. There is evidence that we are putting out. We're also putting out evidence of how Pakistan is harming our innocent civilians along the line of control and even in cities like Jammu and Hoshiarpur in Punjab. However, India is ensuring that we do not want to get Pakistan's narrative go unchallenged. There's been no damage to S-400, which is our defense system, which in many ways is one of the several defense systems we have. Whether we talk about the Akash missile system, the Spider, the Zu-23, all of that in different forms are being used as and when required. All of them are on high alert, activated. But Pakistan's fake claims are coming in. Shivani, they are going to ensure that they try and pull our morale down. But it's for all to see in the past 2 days of how strong India's defense systems have been. Because at this juncture, remember, and I want to keep reiterating this for the viewer, understand the differentiation of how India is responding. India's civilians have been killed, not in Pahalgam only, but also, remember, since the 1990s at least. I would, in fact, take you to 1947. But even in the latest, despite the distress and anger among all Indians, look at the response that has come from the Indian Armed Forces and the Indian government. It has been first to target the terror hideouts and then only with regard to military installations which are being used as launch pads. Shivani, tell me more about this. It appears that there was some propaganda Pakistan was trying to spread that our S-400 defense system has been damaged. That's completely false, and defense official sources are telling you the same.
Pooja, definitely there is no harm to the S-400 missile systems as per the confirmations coming in from the Air Force itself that these systems are intact, and there was a propaganda that Pakistan was trying to carry that there is a damage to S-400 air defense systems in Punjab. And this was, I must tell our viewers that this particular propaganda was also carried forward by China's Global Times, the mouthpiece of the government out there. They also were claiming similar. So you see this information warfare also playing along the military operations that are going on ground. So now the Indian government and the Indian Air Force has clarified that this is fake, what is being propagated by Pakistan about the S-400 being damaged. There is no damage to the S-400 systems of India. They remain robust and they are thwarting the attempts of Pakistani drones and missile systems entering Indian boundaries.
Right, remember, because that's all Pakistan has done all these years, share lies, put forth propaganda, but it's all being exposed this time in the past 2 days. It's not just about our defense systems. It's also how, remember, that the kind of Chinese equipment they are buying at extremely high price. For example, the HQ-9, China-made missile shield, which was in Lahore. And when India decided to strike on that, and we realized not only that defense system was damaged, so now they are trying to put forth a propaganda that India's defense systems have been damaged as well. I can tell you, viewer, I can confirm to you that from our defense official sources, it has been confirmed that news is fake. There has been no damage to our defense systems. And also remember, these defense systems are protecting you and I, the civilians that Pakistan is hell-bent on trying to harm, whether in J&K, whether in Rajasthan, whether in Punjab and other border areas. At this juncture, it's not just about one defense system, it's a multi-layered approach. All the units that have been placed are on alert and activated as and when required. But Pakistan, clearly, neither do they have the evidence. They can only do what they have done all these years, which is to put forth their propaganda. They're clearly, remember, at this juncture, what do? The losses that they are facing in even cities and military installations and headquarters, like in Noor Khan base, in Rawalpindi, in Lahore, Islamabad, Shivani. If you can hear me, because at this juncture, India, remember, is putting it all out. Whether it's the attack that we are managing successfully on their terror hideouts or military targets, all on evidence. And sadly, the casualties also that we are facing, especially along the line of control of our civilians. But India is being very clear, very honest about all that is unfolding, unlike our rogue state nation neighbor.
Pooja, I must bring the timelines, what has happened
Go
from
ahead.
8 to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. till what has happened till now. 8 p.m., remember, the sirens were sounded and there was drone attack inflicted on India, which was spotted in multiple cities, 26 cities across the western border of India. It went on till 11:30. We got a statement at 11 that this is happening, and Indian Army and Indian Air Force, the Indian forces are thwarting this attempt, but we need not panic. We are at work. That was the message from the Indian forces. And through the night, we have been reporting of this thwarting by the Indian forces at multiple locations. In fact, where we have been reporting from, in very close vicinity, we were hearing these explosions throughout the night. And we were sure that all these drones will be neutralized by Indian forces, and that's what happened. In the morning, we saw so many debris in Amritsar also that have been recovered. And in the morning, in fact, around 3 o'clock, we started getting inputs that India has already targeted the significant strategic air bases inside Pakistan, including the Rawalpindi's Noor Khan air base and 2 other bases, and Lahore also. So this was happening through the night, and in whatever I am telling you, since late night yesterday till morning and till now, also the LOC remains active. That means the artillery gunfires have been on with full intensity, and India has been retaliating forcefully to these gunfires that Pakistan has been going ahead with. Number 2, on the international borders also, the BSF has thwarted major attempts of infiltration and firing from Pakistan side, and from the Indian Army side also there are certain posts from where heavy artillery shelling was being reported. Not only heavy artillery, but the small arms firing was also going on. That has also been reported. And early morning, around 4 o'clock, and after that, Pooja, we've been seeing and getting explosion sounds once again from across the western border in Jammu and Kashmir. And in fact, the Srinagar Cant and Srinagar whole city was also air raided, where we also got to know that the aerial assets of Pakistan have been brought down. So now, and we got a message from the MOD that there's going to be an emergency briefing at 5:45 a.m., though there were a lot more assessments because this was an active operation that still goes on to be done. This briefing has been delayed, and it will be now at 10:30 a.m., and this will be a combined briefing of the MEA as well as the MOD. And meanwhile, we've been getting a lot of inputs of damages inflicted on Pakistan of all sorts, Pooja. Their drones have been neutralized, their bases have been damaged, their gunfires have been thwarted, retaliated forcefully. So this is an all-out conflict or a war that India has
Keep tracking, because 10:30 a.m. we are expecting a press conference, and I'm pretty sure that both the MOD and the External Affairs Ministry will ensure to also counter these lies coming in from Pakistan, because that's basically what Pakistan is doing. How do they then accept the kind of losses that they are facing in different cities and how their defense systems are not able to intercept at all, and how they continuously are trying to harm our innocent civilians in different cities.